Hey y'all, so I'm just sitting outside in my car, right? I'm sitting in my car because, let me see if I can put this over here. I'm sitting in my car so I can just be reminded of God's goodness, because all while God is being good, stuff is still happening. The enemy still be attacking you. He still attacks. And when I say attack, what I mean by the attacks are like hindrances and blocks that he puts in the way of your progression, right? So you'll be blessed here, but things will be falling apart right here. Things will be good here, but things will be bad right here, And so what I realized this morning, right now is it all comes down to where I decide to focus. Good and evil are right here. They're both right here in my face. But God has already told me what to focus on. And sometimes even when you know where to focus, you still refuse to because your body, your who you are feels what's actually going on, right? And it's not you pretending that things are not happening, because they are. But in every situation where I had to make a decision to trust God, I had to decide on looking at what he was able to do and not what was actually happening to me. And so this is no different. I have to choose. I am choosing. I'm choosing right now. I'm choosing right now to look at the capabilities of God. 5 minutes ago, I was crying. Because sometimes, you just get tired. But this is the life. This is a lifestyle. This is the lifestyle. The war never ends. I would imagine that soldiers on the battlefield, sometimes they like, man, I just want to not be a soldier no more. I just want to go home with my family and just do civilian stuff, right? And not have to worry about the fact that there's an enemy after my country. But going home and chilling with your family doesn't make the enemy go away. What it really means is there's one less body on the field fighting. One less soldier, which has increased the vulnerability of those that are being protected. And so when I choose to look at what it is that God is able to do and has done already, I'm choosing to stay in the fight and not leave my spiritual post vulnerable. Even though sometimes I get tired. I'm like, God, when would things turn around? But things are always turning around. I think I've been asking him more, when will I not have to battle anymore? But that's never going to happen. It really comes down to me accepting where I am, my life, my role, my position. Because the enemy, he just attacks stuff. He attacks stuff. He attacks your health. He attacks your mind. But my soul and my spirit is intact. I've had stuff. I've lost stuff. I've had jobs. I've lost jobs. I've had clients. I've lost clients. Stuff comes and goes. Really. It comes and it goes, and then it comes back again. But when we're about to lose something, it seems like we're going to lose it forever. That's the lie. The lie is you're going to lose it forever. But that's never happened. I've never lost anything forever. Even people have passed. I still have memories. Nothing can take that away. So, I'm talking myself through this. Because when you're in your emotions, you can't see logically. I'm talking about spiritual logic. That a lot of these things that we waste our time going through emotionally is a lie. Even if my bank account is low, it's not always low. It won't always be low. I say, why am I going through this all my life? I haven't gone through this all my life. That's a lie. I've had a lot and I've had a little, just like Paul said. But what I am learning I'm still learning to just be content in whatever state. Because every state, whether I have a lot or have a little, every state calls for me to continue to trust the Lord. And continue to pray. And continue to believe that He hears me, because I'm saved by faith through grace. Jesus has already completed the work. All I'm trying to do is steward the A. That's my role. I have an A in life. And I'm just simply trying to steward it. And God said He would put everything in me to do it. So if something is not giving itself to me, that just means that God didn't give it to me right now. So why am I falling apart? I'm falling apart over a lie. I'm watching these birds out here. They happy. They like, man, I got some water right here. I'm going to take me a bath. Yay, it rained. That means some worms going to come up. They're going to have a whole bunch of food. They walking around. They just are flying and singing and walking and bathing. And they don't do nothing but just get up and trust that it's going to be provided for them. I'll be really glad when I fully get past this state of self-dependency, and where I fully just trust God, like Daniel. It didn't matter what was going on. It didn't matter. You better not pray to no other God, or you going. Daniel like, whatever. I'm going to pray to my God still, and 3 times a day. And I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to open this window like I always been doing. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what the new rule is. I don't care what's shifting. I don't care what's changing. Y'all gonna throw me in here with a den of lions? All right. He gonna be in there with me. The angels came and they was in there with Daniel. And they kept all those lions back. They weren't even able to touch him. Daniel didn't even have a wound. So did people lie on him? Yes. Did he actually get thrown in the lion's den? Yep. Did they seal it so that there would be no possibility that he wouldn't make it? Yep. But when the king came back the next morning and he called Daniel's name, did Daniel answer? Yep. Was Daniel still alive after all the measures that was taking place to make sure he didn't make it? Yes, he was. Did Daniel even have a scratch? Nope. Was Daniel in that lion's den alone? Nope. Who was in there with him? The angels that the Lord sent. Even while I'm sitting right here, the angels are with me. And if I could just remember to stop looking at the lies. If I could remember to stop giving attention to lies, I will remember all day that I'm okay. It doesn't matter if I did well on the interview or not, if I remember things or if I forgot. It doesn't matter if I am able to make the payment today, tomorrow, or the day after that. My God is still the same. And he never changes. He's the same God today, tomorrow, and forever. And there are angels that are assigned to my life that protect me, that advocate for me, that war on my behalf. So why am I sitting up here moping and boo-hooing like I'm in life alone? That's the lie. That is a lie. But I'm going to tell you one thing. After this video, I ain't going to be crying no more. Ain't let no tears. If it's going to be tears, it needs to be tears of joy. Because God is great. Why am I making God comparable to me? I'm putting God in a category with me. I'm putting God in a category according to what I'm lacking. That off the top is wicked and an error in itself. I can handle this life because this is the life I was called to. I was chosen for this. I was chosen for this. I'm up here waiting on some other life. I was chosen for this life. I was chosen for this life. So, I'm doing this video. I'm not here to tell anybody else what to do. I'm just sharing my journey. Hopefully it can offer some encouragement to you. Because as I'm, talking this out, it's definitely encouraging me. I am encouraged to keep on, to keep going, to persevere, to endure, and to trust that my Father in heaven, he knows exactly what he's doing with me and all around me. And I'm not going to lose another moment or waste another moment on sadness. No. So, like I said, hope this encourages you. Bye.